is the 2018 Honda Vezel, or as some people may call it, the Honda HR-V in disguise, and it has been around since 2013, pretending to be a fancy crossover. And Honda thought, hey, let's take the Honda Fit, stretch it a bit, and sell it as something new. And guess what? People actually bought it. By 2015, the Honda Vezel became a superstar in Japan because apparently folks love tiny SUV that don't drink much fuel. Then the 2018 model came with a facelift and Honda acted like it was a whole new car. Still, it remained solid, fuel efficient and a practical choice, just not as revolutionary as Honda liked to pretend. The selling point of the Honda Vezel compared to the Mazda CX-3 and the Toyota CHR is the boot space that we will see later. And this one comes with the hybrid configuration. It's asking 2.7 million Kenyan shillings. So join us as we dive deep inside the 2018 Honda Vezel. We're going to start by looking at the design of the 2018 Honda Vezel. And when you look at the Honda Vezel right here, it has a design that is subtle. What do I mean by subtle? It is designed in a way that it doesn't shout. It is just meant to take you from point A to point B, and it is that typical car for that person who is working at an office, and you will always need this vehicle to go to the countryside, during Christmas and all that. So this car packs reliability and practicality in one thing. And one good thing about the Honda Vezel, this comes with a hybrid configuration. That means that you are going to enjoy what we call fuel economy. One good thing about the hybrid vehicles is that the fuel economy of the hybrid vehicles is guaranteed, in that you will drive long distances using very little fuel. And with that being said, let's explore under the hood of the 2018 Honda Vezel and see the power that it produces. Honda, in all its wisdom, gave the Vezel two choices: a regular 1.5-liter petrol engine or a hybrid version which was producing 152 horsepower and 190 Newton meters of torque. Basically, just enough to feel quick but not enough to win any races. But here is the selling point: fuel efficiency. The petrol model sips fuel at around 19 kilometers to the liter, while the hybrid will give you a solid 27 kilometers to the liter. And with a 40-liter fuel tank, you can drive for what feels like forever before needing a refill. Vehicles like the Honda Vezel, the Honda CR-V, and other Hondas are known for what we call reliability. So Honda and Toyota are quite close when it comes to reliability, guys. And as I go to the side profile of the Honda Vezel right here, we are greeted with size 16 wheels right here, which have the rims that come standard from Honda. And how will you know that you're looking at a Honda Vezel hybrid or 9 hybrid? This badge right here, and it is written in blue just to signify on the, the economy of the Honda Vezel. And there is this plastic trim right here that protects the paint as you do some off-roading. And I must also point out the ground clearance of the Honda Vezel. If you're somebody who is working in town and you will need to go to the countryside in different occasions, the Honda Vezel is a perfect car for you because of the good ground clearance. That way, even if it rains in the countryside, you can still drive the Honda Vezel to the countryside really, really well. And one thing that I forgot to say is that the Honda Vezel, you can get it in either a 2-wheel drive configuration or a 4-wheel drive configuration. And I would advise, if you want to buy a Honda Vezel, just go for the 4-wheel drive configurations, because the difference in terms of fuel economy and fuel consumption is
about negligible. And you know, as you look at the design of the Honda Vezel, it slopes that way. And one thing about the Honda Vezel and the Toyota CHR is that the doors, even the Mazda CX-3, the doors open from up here. The latch of the door is somewhere up here. So that is one unique thing about the compact crossovers. The different companies have kind of copied each other on this design. Even the Nissan Juke is in this category. That is why you see the Nissan Juke kind of has this form of design, and the door opens from here. And with that being said, guys, let's jump and look at the boot space of the Honda Vezel 2018. Now, this is where the selling point of the 2018 Honda Vezel is. And it is this big boot space right here. If you compare the boot spaces of, first of all, the Nissan Juke, the Mazda CX-3, the Toyota CHR, amongst other vehicles in this category, this one has the biggest boot space. And it is quite practical because remember that this one has a hybrid setup. So what does that mean? That means that under here, there is a battery for the electric motor. So it kind of takes up some space, but the space was really managed well. And when you close down these parts, you see that there is kind of a flat boot right here, and it is quite high. That means that you can haul some cargo for the 5 passengers that will be riding in this vehicle, and that is quite nice. And there is a storage area at the side here which houses the tire repair kit and the tire compressor. So this one does not come with an extra spare wheel, guys. And the question is, if you decide to buy an extra spare wheel, you will have to put it right here, because the underpart, the space has been taken with the battery for the hybrid electric motor. And this is a very practical car, guys. And I want to acknowledge that this car has been brought to you courtesy of Impact Motors in Kiambu Road. And this vehicle is on sale at 2.7 million Kenyan shillings. If you want to purchase this vehicle from Impact Motors, call us on the number down below, and we will ensure that you get access to this car. And with that being said, guys, let's go and look at the interior of the Honda Vezel 2018.
When you step inside the Honda Vezel, you're greeted with a sleek, modern dashboard, a raised center console that makes you feel like a pilot, and just enough soft-touch materials to feel premium. The hybrid model gets a cool electronic gear shifter, while the touchscreen infotainment system, though sometimes basic, gets the job done. Higher trims boast a futuristic digital instrument cluster, and the touch-sensitive climate controls look fancy, with plenty of storage areas and cup holders. The Vezel's interior is a stylish, practical, and a slightly high-tech space that makes you feel a little more premium.
This vehicle utilizes regenerative braking to recharge the hybrid battery as you're driving, and that is a quite technological feature inside this vehicle. And when you look at the speedometer, it doesn't have an RPM gauge. Instead, it has a power meter that shows you if the car is in power or charge mode. And the speedometer goes up to 180 kilometers per hour, and this is the fuel gauge on the right here. And another thing is that we also have if you want your car to preserve fuel, you have the icon button where you can turn it on or off. We have the traction control button where you can turn it on or off, the collision detection button right there, and other good features. And I like the fact that we have the brake hold button right here, where if you activate the brake hold button, the car can be in drive like that, and if you activate the brake hold button, the vehicle will maintain its position unless you lift your foot off the brake and accelerate. Now, the back seats of the Honda Vezel are surprisingly quite comfortable, and they are not quite straight, they are kind of slanted, so that you can enjoy the ride as you're driven inside the 2018 Honda Vezel. The headroom is quite ample because this car has a sloping roofline like that. People over 6 foot will quite be discouraged behind here, and the legroom is also just about it, and I have plenty of room under the driver's seat to slide my feet under. And I like the fact that this car has the fabric seats, meaning that they are going to last forever. So if you're looking for a vehicle that will take you and serve you for a long time, this is the perfect one. And this one does not come with a sunroof. Other variants come with sunroof, but a car not having a sunroof is quite a reliable thing. Like, it is something that if your car does not have a sunroof, you're quite covered, because if you see, like, after like 20 or 15 years, the sunroofs always start to leak and bring issues, not opening and all that stuff. But so this one does not have a sunroof, and it has the fabric seats that will last forever, and we have this armrest right here which you can rest your arm as you're being driven inside this car. We also have isofix features right here, so if you're a family guy or a family lady and you're looking for a car that you can fit in a car seat, this one is a perfect vehicle. This is a perfect option, and if you want to purchase this vehicle, call us on the number down below and we will facilitate your purchase of the glorious 2018, this is not the 2017, 2018 Honda Vezel at only 2.7 million Kenyan shillings. So with that being said, guys, keep it locked and we will see you guys on the next review.